Olá, meu nome é Álvaro Romano, fundador da Ginástica Natural. A ginástica natural combina técnicas de alongamento e flexibilidade de forma dinâmica, técnicas de respiração e, principalmente, na movimentação de solo inspirada nos movimentos do jiu-jitsu. Comecei a praticar jiu-jitsu em 1976 com o mestre Hollis Gracie. Hollis teve grande influência na minha vida pessoal e profissional e para mim é um ídolo. A prática do jiu-jitsu para mim é muito importante para estar atualizado e criar novos movimentos. Os treinos com amigos fazem parte desta rotina. Comecei a desenvolver a ginástica natural a partir de 1981, estudando e praticando várias técnicas orientais. Porém, foi no treinamento diário, que fiz e faço durante anos, que crio os exercícios. A ginástica natural é um método único de condicionamento físico e mental, e muitas vezes parece um treino sem adversário. É um excelente treinamento para todos os tipos de luta. A ginástica natural foi aplicada na preparação física dos principais lutadores brasileiros. E como preparador físico, participei de vários eventos pelo mundo, treinando estes atletas. São centenas de cursos, palestras e seminários ministrados por todo o mundo, fazendo com que o método ginástica natural, a cada dia, continue conquistando novos praticantes.
Hi folks, the first exercise of our lesson, we are going to use an exercise to give mobility to the hip where you can use daily in your warm-up before the training. Lay down, put your hands on the ground, keeping them in the soil all the time. Do the sit movement and return. Your hip should be always on the ground and your foot in the same level as your knee, because here you have more flexibility. Cross your leg, project your body forward. Keep in that position for a while. Try to keep your posture straight and your abs contract. Switch the movement like that. Project your body forward again And now combine those two movements. Remember, keep your hands on the ground and your posture. Starting from this position, put one of your legs straight to the front, keeping your posture for a while on this movement. When you switch, speed up the movement. Without your hands, work your hip one more time and return. Try to do a long movement, stretching. My knee is gonna touch my chest, then I'm going to put my leg straight. Starting from this position, do our first exercise. Inhale to get in this position. Move one of your legs forward. Watch my hands on the same level of my knee. Relax your hip. Do the diving movement. Inhale and exhale. Switch your legs. The important detail is not putting your knee on the ground, but putting in your teeth and relaxing your hip. One more time. Inhale and exhale. If you have facility, let's go forward. Hold your foot and keep your hip relaxed. Try to stay in that position for a few seconds. Inhale and exhale. Switch your legs. Like I said before, the hip movement is very important for all kinds of sport, especially for martial arts. Most of you guys know the traditional hip escape movement. I developed an exercise a little bit more advanced which has the same function. First of all, we're gonna work stretching and flexibility. Sit on that position with your knee in this way. Put your shoulder on the ground and on the same time do this movement with your hands. Watch my leg position. On the same time, I will do the hip escape movement and stretch the leg movement. I will switch my angle, return to the same position. I'm gonna forward my body and to the hip escape again. Take a look at my leg position again. An important detail is to project your leg forward and work on flexibility. Let's do now a different combination. First, hip movement followed by sitting. Try to don't use your hand. Our next exercise, we're gonna help you on the sweeps movement. Keep your hip on the ground all the time. Don't use your hand. Use a leverage doing the movement. Watch your leverage, the hands movement, the head movement, and especially your breath will help you on the exercise. Try to exhale, keep your hip on the ground. Don't use this movement. Keep your head on the ground and return. Let's do it a little bit advanced. Sit on your ankle, return. Watch my hip, always on the ground, and my hands free all the time. This exercise is gonna help you on your guard movement, controlling your body and balance. Stretch your knees, doing the correct posture. Let's continue the sequence. Don't put your feet on the ground. Try to speed up the movement. Keep it. One more time. Switching the side. One more sequence. Returning. Without putting the feet on the ground, open your arms and with your foot kick and return to the position. Try to keep your knee always closed. Let's be continuing with abs exercise. Cross your legs and try to put your upper body on top and return. Watch my hand detail, like doing the grip. Switch the leg movement. The most common position that happens when you are training is that one. Watch the leverage system that I use to sit. Bounce. It's very important to you feeling comfortable on that position. For it, you should have a body conscience and have a good flexibility and stretching. There is an exercise in Ginástica Natural specific for you get your body conscious and feel comfortable. We're gonna work first for beginner exercise because most of people have difficult to do it correctly. On this posture, it's very important to keep this leg angle. Most of people use that position, but the correct one is that. For this, I'm using my hand to help me. When I return, I put my hands on the ground, point my feet back, and start putting my back slowly on the ground. Hitting this position, bend your knees. The hard part is when you go down, because you need to control your body. Let's do it again using the hands. Control. Keep this position for a while. Hands on the ground. Feet on my way. Stretch your knees and go down slowly, keeping the legs on the same angle. Bend your legs and sit. One more time. If you did it with facility, let's advance it on this movement. Stretch your legs, no hands and elbows. I will do the same position, keeping for a few seconds. When you go down, try to avoid putting the hands and elbows. Sit down, bend your legs, returning to the first position. One more time. Now, let's learn the side kick. Hands on the ground. Take off one hand and do the kick, stabilizing the movement. Try to keep your legs straight. Return. Look at my hand detail. Let's work our legs now. Hands on the ground, jump. Try to keep your knees open. Pay attention in your hip and shoulder position. Fix your hands on the ground and turn. Ankle on the ground, keeping this base. Another variation. Hands on the ground, jump. Try to keep your knees open. First of all, the entrance. When you return to that position, keep your knees open. Now, move and take out one hand. Make a jump and keep the base with your knees in the right angle. It's very important to keep the right posture.
Pessoal, esses exercícios são exercícios de aquecimento que você pode usar diariamente, antes e depois do seu treinamento. Antes de competições, são exercícios que vão ajudar na sua mobilidade, no seu controle corporal e vão ajudar muito no seu treinamento. Obrigado e até o próximo DVD Ginástica Natural para Lutadores. Those exercises are exercises for strength and explosion. They have a technique to do it. The principal thing is to absorb the impact and in the end of the exercise. For this, you're gonna combine arms and legs exercise. You're gonna touch one leg at a time on the ground. First of all, do it just that one. You need to use strength in your arms. It's gonna help you to absorb the impact, like I said before. With your partner, lay down in the same line.
started with your partner rolling and you jumping. Remember, absorb the impact. Using that way to work more explosive. To work alternate, you need more coordination. However, it's more efficient. Keep your elbows closed and synchronized. This is a strength exercise with your partner way. On this exercise, we're gonna work coordination and we can do it with a lot of intensity. Lay down, hands on your partner's chest. If you want, you can help your partner putting your hands on the floor. After 5 times, back up, lay down, roll, and keep your legs bended. Your partner gonna roll and forward to you. The right idea about the movement is when you hit this position, your partner needs to stay above you. Seeing the detail, the switch and body movement. When you put your hand, it's very important to do the push-up. Stretch your elbows. When you back up, your partner needs to move at the same time, so you can find a resistance over here. In this exercise, the focus is legs, training and agility. It will help a lot your cardio training. Put your foot beside your partner. The exercise is to keep your foot all the time in the same distance when you dislocate it. One time you're gonna command the exercise, switching it with your partner. The guy that backup will go to be the commanding. Another important detail is to not cross your legs. The dislocation is short and fast. Arms and upper body need to be relaxed. They're gonna help your dislocating. Relax your shoulder and use your breath. Switch your base in the end. Now I will show you just the backup movement. When you get the movement, you can work on the reaction time and try to surprise your partner. When I back up, my partner needs to be attempted to my full location. The same thing when your partner commands. Switch the position. Remember, the dislocation is short and fast. Strength exercise for practice in outside areas.